vegetarian. Mahayana is vegetarian, but Vajrayana is a vegetarianism, and also Bhutanese Buddhism, also a non-vegetarian. But then when Dalai Lama came to India, and then he started propagating the idea about vegetarian. So why do you think that Mahayana is a vegetarian? So which one is right? What about Buddha Tang? What does he eat? Is he a vegetarian? Huh? Buddha Tang. What does he? What did he eat? What did he not eat? Okay, we'll go to the topic. So how do you consider you don't see, don't hear, and don't you have no doubt? So here it says Apri Sankirtan, that's mean no doubt. Adittam that's mean negative. Samadhi T, that's mean see. I don't see, I don't hear the animal die for me, and I don't doubt it's been killed or it's been died for me. So then under what condition this thing will be applied? He went for alms begging. Okay.
Maybe one for giving it any gift, meat or the meat. Here now, we cannot person just.
Then under what condition that he can have a dog that kill for him? If he go for alms, right? It's during the Buddha time. So under what condition is considered he sees someone kill for him, or he heard that the animal kill for him, or he have doubt that people kill for him? Under what condition? Yes.
If the animal is what kill you,
No, this is we're talking about the food that we're eating during
Yeah.
the Buddha time. Buddha went for alms route, right? So then this is in one of the sutta, the Jivaka. You know Jivaka? Jivaka is a Buddha time. He is a physician, a doctor, and he earned his physician degree in the Texas University in Pakistan now. So then he came back to Magadha, and he became a court physician for Ajatasattu court. Then Ajatasattu suggested him to be the doctor for the Sangha as well. So a lot of the time that you will see that our Vinaya, the precept of monk and nun observe, is there is a contribution by the Jivaka. So then Jivaka questioned Buddha that Buddha, if we eat meat, is that considered no compassion? Then the Buddha said, no, Jivaka, I say that the meat may not be eaten under three conditions, as is seen, is heard, or suspected. If I suspect it to kill for me. So the relevant Vinaya book makes the meaning clear that when you know it was killed for the purpose for you to serve you, then it's considered as a improper for the American to or the people to eat. So if they go for alms route, how do they have a skeptical, suspect that someone killed for you to eat? How do you suspect that? One time that I had lunch with Professor Mishra, and then he saw two lines. All the Vietnamese monks and nuns lie on this side and collecting the vegetarian food, and all the Theravada monks collecting the non-veg food. And he said, so the monk can eat meat? I said, why not? So long as they don't see, don't hear, and don't suspect. under what condition that we see, under condition that we heard, under what condition that we suspect that someone killed it for us. During the winter time. Does anybody know? Ajahn? You don't know? Okay. When during the Buddha career, the first few years it just went for just 1 or 2 years. Even only the first 1 or 2 years, he did not accept any invitation. He went for the Vipassana. So the whole Sangha went for Amsterdam. Now, in the ancient time, what time that you think that gradually people go for the rice field? When they start go for farming or hunting, well, early in the morning. So during the winter time, 8:30 in the morning, they go to hold the arms to go for the Amsterdam. So the villager, they always prepare food for breakfast and lunch before they went to the field, right? So when he went for the arms round, and whatever they cook for themselves to eat, they serving a portion for the Sangha. Is that clear? So let's go down. I just bake whatever in your house you already cooked, give it to me, I'll eat. But under one condition, when the Buddha career has been developed further, more king, more merchant, like Ananda Vindika. He invited the Buddha and the 500 monks for the Sanghadana for lunch. So if he invited the Sangha to come for lunch, then he cannot kill, right? Because the invitation comes first, the cooking comes later. Do you understand that part? So that I invite you tomorrow to come, and if I kill the animal to serve you, then you're allowed to have love. Understand that kind of scenario? So then, the Buddha allowed to have doubt and he will not eat. The Sangha will not eat because you invite me and then you cook the meat, you kill the animal to serve me, so then I will not eat. So under that condition, you can have doubt, or you pass by and you hear someone killed to serve me. But so that's why you have to understand two conditions. One is Vidipada, that means people already cook and then you ask making for food. So whatever they cook, if they eat meat, you have no choice, they serve you. And also one more thing. You have to understand that India is very, very traditional up to now. The caste system is still existing, right? So the lower caste people, they don't have the field for cultivate, right? They cannot cultivate the rice field. So the Dalit caste during the Buddha time, what do? They are servant, right? And the servant, or they go for hunting. So they have to hunt to survive, right? They can catch the mouse, or they can catch the snake, or whatever. So they cook and they eat. So for the compassion, so Buddha say in this Buddha say that no, I don't want to be vegetarian only. I have to, whatever I make for food, very compassion. Because if this meat is the only food that's served them for survival, I will take whatever they have for them to earn their marriage. Okay? So that's why the Buddha say that I eat whatever the common provide you. And that is the food for your survival. And whatever that the food that we eat for the survival. So then the Buddha said that okay, I eat with the lower caste people, they only have meat from hunting. So they already cook, they eat for surviving, and they share the portion of meat I will based on out of my compassion. Does this make sense now? This makes sense for the Hindu part. So that's why the Buddha doesn't really, make the strict rule that you have to be a vegetarian or you are a meat eater, but based on your compassion. Okay? So that's why a lot of Mahayana have a misperception and say that, oh, Theravada has no compassion, they eat meat. You have to understand where the Buddha coming from, and you understand the social issue during the Buddha time. So then we know an teaching from the Buddha. Now, talking about Mahayana in the Vajrayana, especially in Tibetan and in Bhutan. Put Bhutan aside. Bhutan is a mountain and very greenery. So they somehow they can cultivate some. But in ancient times, like Tibet, now it's belong to China. Tibet during the Tibet time, okay, they cannot cultivate. It's a very high mountain. And over the years, only 1 or 2 months is summer. How can they cultivate all of those vegetables? You go to Ladakh, and then summertime they try to grow vegetables. That's when Ladakh grows there. And then winter time, they have to dehydrate the vegetable, right? They reserve the vegetable. They have to dehydrate the vegetable to consume in the winter times. So what do? With the hill station, with cold like that, they have to consume meat, right? So then they can store their fat and then conquer toward the cold season. So part of it is for survival as well. Of course, when Dalai Lama brought his people to India, and India is hot, and then he said that now India has plenty of vegetable, okay, and we can cultivate. So why don't we change it and become a vegetarian? And then he encouraged his sangha to become a vegetarian. So that means that Buddhism is very flexible, that not necessary that you have to be a vegetarian or you have to be a non-vegetarian. Okay, so then this is associated with the killing. So that's what is part of the Buddhist ethic, raising a lot of questions and debating. And before we debating, we have to understand the scenario during the Buddha times. What was this like during the Buddha time? Why he said to be allowed to have this condition? Is under the condition if someone inviting us to come for the Sangha Dana, which is for lunch. So then, what we should do, we should have big condition that allow to eat the food and serve. But believe me, even another Vinika or Bindisara or the Ajasattu, they're all vegetarian. You know why? Because they are Jainism. Another Vinika also Jain, and Bindisara was also Jain, and Ajasattu is also Jain. Jain already existed before Buddhism, okay? But somehow during that time, the practice is still has some vanishing. So that's why when Buddhism introduced, and very similar to Buddhism, so that's why people embrace Buddhism. But Jainism, there is a way of a vegetarian view based on what? Based on the idea of ahimsa. Ahimsa, okay? Jainism is based on ahimsa, that means no violence, no killing, no harmful. So in Jainism, the way they have a vegetarian, they don't eat roots. Whatever that have roots, they don't eat. For example, onion, that's root, right? The bulb come from the root. Garlic, root, you know. So whatever that's the state for. And then also when they drink water, they also have the filter when they drink. And Buddhism in Buddhism, we also drinking from the filtering water as well. Okay.
Is fire food everybody on fire food, especially
It's part of the Jainism. And then Mahayana Buddhism also based on that. Now, not only Mahayana.
because like alcohol, not each fire food also.
No, in the Vinaya,
Because
in the Vinaya, we call it way Vinaya, way we try to eliminate, not totally cut, but eliminate to Mahayana India, not Theravada. That we try to eliminate not to eat this part. Why? Because it's provoked our sensual passion. You know, something like that. I don't want to talk about sexuality so much, especially now. Okay? So then, garlic and onion is very, very high in provoking the sensual, human sensual pleasure, especially in sexuality. So that's why in reading our monk and nun and Mahayana need to cut back all this. Yet, when I come to India, I have to eat garlic and onion. Okay, because first, I'm aging. I'm 54 years old. I have the potential to have a high cholesterol. So my doctor said that you should eat a little bit of garlic because garlic tries to digest the cholesterol. Also, reduce your blood pressure. In American and USA, they make the high blood pressure pill out of garlic. So they have a garlic pill for the people with a high blood pressure. And so that's why garlic is treated as preserved as in medicine, medicinal care. Also that I eat onion sometimes because prevent the catching cold because it's good for the immune system. So that's why not all the meal I have it. Some certain once a week or twice a week I eat garlic or onion. So like I said, whatever that for you to survive and also to keep yourself healthy for that purpose you eat. But if this is you eat for the purpose of the sensual pleasure, then you should. That is the policy. But then in Theravada, you just go for ashram, whatever they provided, and you just eat. Okay? So that is in Theravada. So understand when people talk about vegetarian, you must be a vegetarian, you can back up yourself. Okay? Also, when I come to India, I start eating egg because there's no tofu. In Canada and in Vietnam, we have a lot of tofu. Everything is tofu, bean curd, tofu. But over here, there's no bean curd, no tofu. So then, we're lucky that over the weekend, I ordered a tofu from Bodh Gaya, and it cost me 200 rupees for 1 kg, and then they try to put here, whoever got there, and then they have to rent a car, 2,500 rupees to go back and forth, and then lucky enough that you can ask them to bring the tofu. So that's how hard you should get the tofu. So in order to have a protein, I have to eat egg. So, yes?
Yeah, but the vegetarian thing, I understand it's flexible.
Yes.
Now, the example you give, someone invites you to their house. If they cook this food for you, you do not accept it. You cannot eat it. Because it's
A non-veg. A non-veg.
Yes.
No. Now, the already killed meat is out there already, right?
processed.
The processed meat
Okay.
is already made, so they don't kill.
If you're invited, they're going to feed you.
Yes, they're going to feed you. Then it's up to you. This is ethical, no right or wrong. Let's say that your rationale is that, okay, if I consume more, then more animals got killed.
Right.
Understand my point? So then you say that I don't want to eat. That's fine too. Understand? So if they invite 500 monks come and then they went out to the supermarket and they bought the 500 kg processed meat, which is already killed, but then your rational say, no, I don't want to do that because the more you buy, the more people will provide. So then you are not. Depend on your rational.
That's what I'm trying to understand.
Yeah.
You say it's based on compassion, but also your conscience.
Yes.
So it's very flexible. Okay.
Okay. So long as not directly that you kill yourself, you hear the animal die for you, or you hurt the animal die for you. But in this sense, you say that they also kill for you because the more you consume, the more people will kill. Yeah, more people will kill the animals to serve the number of consumers. Now,
That we have a group of moms or gaming practice of course still isolation. We seriously. And people in the country, we keep the meat of the animal, we guys our trunk, river, and those say that
So they see that, they saw the animal, that animal.
yeah.
They bring home and then they marinate salty and then they keep it.
And then so we take one other and we normally don't take together.
To my own rational, my personal rational, okay, I will not eat. Because nowadays there's so many food, right? You don't have to eat meat, salty meat, because for your own health. Because whatever preservative is very high risk for cancer. Right? So,
Nobody is right.
huh?
Right in the sun.
Still that is considered processed food. Whatever processed or reserve, that's considered very high risk for cancer. You know the soy sauce? A lot of Buddhist monks and nuns in Vietnam have alarmed the young generation not so much about salty, but soy sauce or the fish sauce. Fish sauce. Fish sauce, they don't do anything. They just marinate fish with the salt, and over a period of time, this becomes rotten, and then it squeeze out the juice, right, from the fish, and become fish sauce. But it's still considered unhealthy because it's part of the preservative. So, my rule of thumb is 2 meals per day, and eat less, and you have plenty of food. You don't have to eat, or you don't have to eat meat, salty meat. So then it's good. I think it's two meals per day is good, because then I don't have to cook it after the people and have plenty of time. And then also reduce a lot. That's what Sutta talked to the Pasenadi king. I say that you should cut back the evening meal because it's for your own health. And he also promote the idea of remove your health too, cut back of the evening meal time because for the purpose of health. So they say that should not be nighttime meal. That's evening. And now in the contemporary society, people start promoting health by intermittent fasting. That means 16 hours of fasting and 8 hours of eating. So that's intermittent fasting. So if you look at the Buddha time, he eat only 1 meal per day, and the rest of the time he fasts during the day. So that's part of the intermittent fasting as well. So understand the concept about the vegetarian. So don't say that Theravada no compassion or Mahayana too much compassion. It's just part of the practice. Now, if you are vegetarian, will you lead you to Nibbana? If being a vegetarian lead you to Nibbana, the cow will go to Nibbana before us because the cow just eat grass from it. Right? Yeah. So being a vegetarian is part of the practical. It's part of the cultivation at the foundation level. Okay? At the foundation level to observe the precept, and the precept is for what? For prevent us from the transgression. Transgression, when we observe the sila, is to prevent us to have a transgression. And once we don't have a transgression, we do the meditation, we develop the samadhi, and from samadhi we pass to the panya. Panya is the one that to completely cut, eradicate all the defilement, Sila and samadhi is not. Sila is to suppress all the defilement that's manifest to your cetana, volition, and it manifests in three forms: speech, action, and also your mind. But and samadhi is also further suppressing your mental factor by meditation to calm yourself down. But in order to cut off all the defilement to lead you to the liberation, the ultimate point, you will be fighting out panya, wisdom. Okay, so don't mix up that being a vegetarian will lead you to nirvana. Being a vegetarian is just to build up the strong foundation, so you nurture yourself with the compassion and stay away from the transgression. So this one, Chimaka Sutta, is in the Majjhima Nikaya. If you want to refer back to the sources, and then I also listed the sources here. Okay? If you want to refer. Any further question?
This Shila, in the Buddhist time, was it not to be that one who has entered the Shastra, or even
Actually, whatever that's a very good question. During the Buddha time, there's already have 4 sila. Practice in the Brahmanical system. Okay? But a lot of scholars believe the 5th one, that is the 5th one, which is the avoid the intoxicant, was invented by the Buddha. And the whole purpose is to prevent you to use the intoxicant is to help you to develop your clarity of your mind. So that's why in the Dhammapada, Buddha said that, do you remember the Dhammapada? Ajahn? The Appamado Waka. You chant Pali Dhammapada. Huh? Appamado Amata Padam. Pamado Machuno Padam. Appamada na niyanti. Ye matana yatha mata. So that means that appamado amada padam. So a person, mindfulness, then it's just like a deadness. That's meaning nirvana. But a mindfulness person is also a way to death. So whoever lives with the unmindful is just like a dead person. So that's why it's believed, a lot of scholars believe that the 5th precept invented by the Buddha. But during the Buddha time, the people already observed the 4 sila. And one of the scholars in Vietnam, she already did this research on this. I attended a conference, and she already also mentioned that she found in the Hindu study, and they found that there were 4 sila already mentioned by in the Hindu study. But most of this sila reserved for the Brahmin. So the Brahmin are vegetarian, but the lower caste people, especially the Dalit, they have not learned, and so that's why they don't know. So the Buddha just reused the 4 precepts and then make it to the general population to observe, so that they can have the equal right to practice, and then leading them to the liberation as well. But during the Buddha time already practice the 4. The 5th one, a lot of scholars believe that it's invented by the Buddha. Okay? Good question. Any further question? Any suggestion? Any comment?
Just one term which you used,
Paramadana.
Ananadina. So whatever's not given, we should not take.
You said it was meant stopping a state. You must always be aware of what you're doing. Jen. Thank you. Wisdom.
Which one?
But no, it's just a phrase you use. Paramadana.
Apamado. Amarapada. Das ist in der Amapada. Apamada does mean heedlessness, heedfulness. So, Pamada does mean heedlessness. But Apamada does mean negative, does mean heedfulness. So a person who live with the awareness, so then it just like that leading you to the deadness
Yes.
path. For example, if you eat and you're not aware what you eat, then it's just like a dead person, right? But if you eat and you enjoy what you eat and every movement of your mouth move and also you're able to enjoy the taste, then that is the deadness, you see what I mean? So that's what is meant by apamado,
Awareness.
awareness. Okay? So class, 10 minutes break, we will have the second session of the order system.